Hello, it's Connor here for day 90 of meditation, and today was a really good day of meditation. Reason being is primarily just presence. We've been very present during this meditation today, and I think a lot of the strain from thinking has subsided a little bit, which is good because excessive thinking is essentially the mind yapping on a consistent basis. And it's strange because we're kind of just having a continual internal conversation with oneself. And if put on paper, it would probably demonstrate a bit of insanity, what we're actually yapping about. And you can see this if if you just decide to be like, oh, hello brain, or hello mind. And it's like, hello. And then you think about it and you're like, oh, it's nothing's actually responding. It's just the same entity talking to itself, which means when we're thinking throughout our days, a lot of our thoughts just come from a place of an entity speaking to itself, mind just rambling and creating stuff for itself. And the mind helps in the sense that it's designed to help us pursue life, designed to help us achieve goals and all sorts of stuff. This conscious domain that we have allows us to pursue things, see into the future, navigate from the past, see all sorts of things, but the problem comes when we can't switch it off. Because if we can't switch it off, then this naturally problem-solving asset to oneself is always trying to problem solve. And it's always creating problems out of the environment it's in or out of the next thing to happen. We can see this when we can just be sitting down on the couch as our day starts, and going through our mind is just, this needs to be done, 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 and it really never shuts up. And when it never shuts up, it always has something to say, and it always has problems to make. It's always got something to deal with, something to do, and it makes us restless, and the mind is very restless. So realizing this, I guess it helps to learn how to switch off the mind a little bit and just see what's before you for a little bit, and know when you're just creating continual problems out of empty nothingness before you. Know when you're in an environment and you're making that environment more troublesome than it needs to be, just because your mind is rambling and creating problems out of nothing. So in that sense, it's presence helps. And this is realized even during meditation because, as we expressed yesterday, we've been thinking meditation hasn't been as good and all sorts of stuff, but it's just excessive thinking and creating problems in a place where there's no longer problems, or there isn't any problems. And even when it comes to meditation can get out of control with excessive thinking due to trying to analyze the meditative experience or trying to analyze the present moment. The more we attempt to, you can follow all these things based on presence and mindset, perspective, and all of that. But as soon as we start to, it's good to analyze, contemplate, but as soon as we go for presence in a meditation, the goal isn't analyzing presence. The goal is to obtain an unfound, just continue to develop this present state. But it gets to a point in meditation where you've been doing it for a little bit and you overlook the present moment, and you're just trying, or not even overlook, you're just trying to analyze everything, figure everything out. And then we get into this excessive thinking state again, which completely is the opposite to what we're meant to be achieving throughout mindfulness meditation. If you're in a contemplative meditation, think about stuff. But if you're in mindful, if you're trying to obtain presence, then obtain presence and feel the presence. If a thought pops up, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's just, you let it pop up, you see it before you, and you let it flow through. Thoughts, what produces excessive thinking is one thing that does produce excessive thinking is the addictive nature of thoughts. So we get addicted to all sorts of things. Everyone, 99.9% of the population is addicted to thoughts. So thoughts just ramble, and yeah, we just continue to delve into them. Your mind's like, oh, it's of the utmost importance, when really it's not. It's just, and the voice in your head is just another person speaking. It's not of grand importance. It's just essentially some form of vocabulary in your mind, some form of your vocabulary. I don't know. I'd have to delve into that. But yeah, it's just rambling, and it's not always of grand importance, and it's not always correct in everything it states. So you don't need to fall into it. You don't need to place so much emphasis on it. And it's addictive in the sense that it wants to be important, and we can be in the present, we can be meditating, it can be anywhere. And it'll be like, it'll just pop something out. It's like a stream, and it just pop something in. Hello, this is important. Or it's like, hello, so you got an exam due tomorrow, what are you going to do for it? Then your mind's like, oh, exam due tomorrow, we got to do this, and then it expands and expands and expands. It starts as a minor thought, and it gets to a bigger thought, and it gets to a bigger thought, gets to a bigger thought, and the next thing you know, you're contemplating your whole existence, and it's almost the end of the world. So essentially slow down this excessive state of thinking through presence. Today, like I said, bringing it back to presence today was the best feeling ever, because we've been overlooking presence due to trying to think about it, trying to have something to say for these videos, and it's complete. it just tricks you in so many ways, but yeah. So, but when you come back to presence, you realize you don't need thinking. You don't really need it. We repaired a tree today. A tree fell over in the cyclone. Not a big tree, just like a fairly big, higher than the ceiling. And we just decided to strap it up to a fence to get it like standing straight again. Why did we do it? We don't know. Just presence. You just want to help things. You just want to do things. And you learn that you don't need constant thought to navigate this world. Some things are just done naturally and more joyfully through just doing it and through just being present with it. So yeah, attempt that. And an update on exposure as well. Exposure, as we've been talking about social anxiety and exposure. Yesterday I had to go into uni and like form groups, and I don't go to uni that much. We do all the work, but we don't go in class much. And yeah, we just had a little inner feeling of what you would describe with anxiety, but then we turned it into excitement. We were like, oh, this is exciting. Oh, there's my alarm going off. But yeah, we turned it into excitement to be able to, I guess, expose ourselves to more of this fear response. We were reading the CBT for Anxiety book to essentially teach people, but it's teaching a lot about oneself as well. And yeah, if you ever get this anxious response, be excited to pursue whatever environment you're going into, because naturally you're going to expose yourself to that environment, and you're going to diminish your fear within that environment, which is massive building blocks for who you are as an individual and where you want to go with your life. So it's overcoming fear, and overcoming fear is amazing. But yeah, we'll leave that there today. We're trying a new recording software, so hopefully no corruptions. Anyway, take care, people. See ya.